And welcome back to Jousting Contest for round 2 of the Labyrinth Store Championship.
Way more robust than I ever need. I'm slowly going through YouTube trying to learn it, and it's just so.
Kelli graciously showing her hand to the camera there.
Like showing off our hands.
Video
And likewise for Robert.
User friendly for somebody who's never done it.
So we have Kelli playing Lannister Tyrell on the left, or excuse me, on the right, and Robert playing Greyjoy Fealty on the left. This Greyjoy Fealty deck hasn't changed all that much since initial release, so I'll be curious to see what Robert's doing with it.
Seems good.
Which one is that? Just Seducer?
No. Stealth, power, and the
Pretty even start here. If I had to say, I would say that Robert is a little bit further ahead with double stealths, and I would say Wendemere is a slightly stronger character than the Tyrell Reducer. But clearly Tyrion is better than Theon. Excuse me, took me. I couldn't remember his name there. I'm assuming Noble Cause from Robert, maybe Calm from. I think Robert's going to do Calm.
Wait, you have plans
or Noble
within plans?
Cause.
That's not good.
I think Kelli will be doing Noble Cause. Okay, so we guessed right on both accounts.
I'll go first, and I will.
It's a pretty standard play to open with a high economy plot in this game these days.
Alright, drop a check.
Interesting that Robert chooses Intrigue Claim for Calm.
So I count 5 gold.
I assume he thinks he can defend the military challenge anyways. But if he's trying to protect his hand, obviously Intrigue is the best choice. I think I probably would have chosen military. Just I'm more concerned about my board position early.
Pump somebody by 2, and if I'm second player, I can pump somebody by 1 during a challenge.
Getting Tyrion out on setup for Kelli is very good. I think the only other character you'd want more than that early is obviously Tywin, but you can't complain about getting Tyrion out this soon.
Use the King's Robe. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can't complain about Balon out on round 1, that's for sure. With a Sea Stone. My goodness. Kelli's immediately feeling this pressure.
Alright,
If she's got any Widow's Wails in her deck
7.
to protect those cards from the Sea Stone chair, I'm sure she'd be happy to see them. Instead, she drops Gregor, which is very interesting. I generally don't see Lannister players playing that card. He's generally snuck in with an event, not actually hard cast, so it'll be interesting to see the direction that she takes this deck.
So he is Village Renown.
I have not seen a Lanni Rose deck played since Gregor's been released.
If it's a character, it goes in that pile.
And I did not watch this game live while it was happening.
Same cost, I think. Pretty cost? Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what she's going to do with it.
In my head. Yeah.
Okay.
I wish it was equal.
I imagine there'll be some Bear in the Maiden Fair deck stacking to make Gregor a little bit more effective here at some point.
Military? Stealthing Gregor?
Yeah, I fucking bet you do.
Kelli with the dirty mouth.
It's currently 8 strength.
I can put the screen on that one. I think Tyrion's about to die.
This challenge is going to hurt Kelli for sure.
Unopposed.
Expect him to kill Tyrion with Sea Stone.
Unopposed. Unopposed. For claim, Sea Stone share.
Yep, as he should.
Oh, and
obviously
Renown.
doing things radically out of order here as far as claim and unopposed and responses, but for the most part, as long as people have an interrupt, I find that they generally don't mind.
Anyway, what's the point of having a reducer if you don't use it?
See, I'd like to point out here,
And I'll stop right there.
you can now see the mistake that Robert made by choosing Intrigue Claim. Because now he's going to be forced to
Gotta play a card called Bear and Maiden.
kill somebody off of his board for military claim, as well as what we predicted with Bear in the Maiden Fair. Kelly's going to stack the deck here to make sure,
One,
if possible,
Camera.
she's going to put a character on top of the deck for Gregor to pillage,
What's the worst feeling?
What?
Like what she's doing right now?
and then for
Yeah.
her to kill. But it
Yeah.
looks like she's going to whiff there, if I saw the cards correctly, because all she had was Euron and Aeron, neither of which match the board costs of Robert, so it's unfortunate for her. A good play, it just happened to whiff. I like the play, it just didn't work out for her this time. But she does get to put somebody in the dead pile, I believe. Regardless.
Okay, so these are the top,
Okay.
and these are the bottom.
Okay.
Alright, now I'm gonna do military.
Unopposed.
Alright, so.
Heck, Gregor, I can't say enough about him. It's such a strong
You gotta
card.
kill somebody, and then you gotta pillage somebody. They're dead.
And Euron is murked by Gregor because of the
I guess I do.
well-timed Bear and the Maiden
Do you have a
Fair.
gold or?
I do not.
Oh.
That was just a marked entry.
Oh, okay. Power.
So had Robert chosen military, he would have had Wendemir still alive. I think that's what he should have done.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was
my
trying to
research.
protect in his hands.
Could have had a gold.
Yep. Okay.
I know
did that.
Greyjoy Fealty does have issues with card
you go.
retention as it is, so maybe he was just trying to play it safe, but I think he overthought the decision there a little bit and should have chosen military.
I mean, there was.
If you're going to lose a card, round one is probably the best time when you have an abundance of them.
If I reduce your claim to 0, does your Seastone Chair stop working? Or it's still. It's,
No,
it's
it's
independent of
a
the
replacement.
value. Okay.
Replacement effect. Thanks.
I expect high economy plots out of both of these players here because their board states are weak, especially Robert with two very strong characters that he doesn't want to lose either of them. Okay,
To not be able to afford something.
so we got a marched and a summons. Very smart play by Kelly. She's going to
So I'll go first, and I'll
trade her Chud reducer for
Trigger mine first. You gotta
one
mark
of two
somebody.
very strong characters. Obviously, he's going to choose Theon.
I think I needed that.
So Kelly putting the pressure on.
Words.
Okay. Summons.
Yeah.
I'm expecting Robert to look for a strong but cheap character, depending on what he has in his hand. He needs to get a buffer out to protect Balon. He doesn't have too much money. Okay, that's also an option. Taking a dupe
Alan 2.0.
effectively serves the same purpose there of protecting Balon by being able to soak up a claim. But I do like the marched here. You're trading a relatively worthless card for Theon, which is very strong with the stealth. And with stealth and Seastone Chair,
You're good.
that is a great combination for the Greyjoy player. So if you can disrupt that at all, well done.
That's so annoying.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright, I do. Drawing. One for King's Road.
Kelly drops some economy, get some friends for Gregor on the board.
Oh, instead. I'll pop that 3, pay 2 for a Knight of Flowers.
Love Knight of Flowers, very strong card. Almost guaranteed to net you a power every single round. And a claim, for that matter.
You know what, wait, can I change that? Play someone else instead.
Okay.
Oof.
I'll play her. I do.
Robert being generous and allowing the take back. I don't know about that move, Robert. If you watch this show,
3 and play my side.
this is a tournament setting. Don't let her take anything back.
I'm confident in this decision now. See, I think I have the Greyjoy coins and the tokens. We should have switched.
Dupe. One for the King's Road.
I'd like to see Robert get a green icon on the board now if he can.
Use the King's Road. Sea Tower.
If he can.
And one.
Yeah, Asha's going to be good for him here. I'd still like to see a green icon if he's got one. Just because adding more mill pows aren't going to put you in any better state than you're already in. Well, he does fill up the board with some chuds, which you
Yep.
can't really
I am
complain
salty.
about.
Alright,
That's fair. That's
your
fair.
challenges.
Okay. Intrigue.
Unopposed.
Kelly's path is pretty easy here. She may as well kneel out her board because
Side.
Robert's going to win both of his challenges with the stealth anyways.
Taking the good one.
So she may as well kneel everybody out since he's going to get the unopposed.
Because now I'm gonna tears Asha.
Ouch.
She's dead.
No hands judgment for Robert, so Asha gets tears.
I feel like I could have.
At least he gets to use her for one turn, unless he's got a Risen in his hand.
Oh, I just drew that. I'm like, why do
Which
I
he should have at least 3 Risens, or all 3 Risens in the deck.
I'm gonna bury you again.
Hands judgment that one.
Alright. That's one. How do you have 2? It's lucky.
Okay, so Robert did not have the gold to cancel the tears, but he does cancel the Bear and the Maiden Fair,
Well,
which is a wise choice given Gregor is sitting there staring him in the face. Very scary. He does have a dupe on Balon. And off the top of my head, I don't know that there's another 6-cost character in the deck. But if she happens to get the last copy of Balon off the top of his deck, that would be very bad for him.
You can give him stealth, right? Or
Who?
Balon, you don't have that ship
No, I don't
that
have
does
that ship that does
okay.
give him stealth,
I know
yeah.
there's a thing that does that, so you can't stealth me.
Kelly in a great spot here.
Oh, she has stealth and a military gun. Then I'm just gonna do military.
Now, if she's lucky, she can get a 5-drop off the top of his deck and kill Asher right now. At least leave him with only a single challenge this phase.
And pillage.
And she whiffs on the pillage.
Alright. Power.
I think Kelly should do the power challenge here with Marjorie.
Yeah, whatever. Screw it.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. It's not going to change anything.
I like to attack with
She
all
just
the
left her
guys.
there.
All the men into the
Every
red
time.
zone.
Robert was bound to
Alright,
get his double
I'm done.
unopposed and dominance anyways. So get the power when you can get it. Good job, Kelly.
Okay.
Interesting that Fealty is still standing, so if he has a We Do Not Sow, he can get rid of her economy.
Military.
Unopposed.
So she stands 1, and I will use the Sea Stone Chair to
Okay, so he's using his Fealty to
click game.
use the Sea Stone Chair and get a dupe of Gregor. If he can get the long game and slow this game down, the Sea Stone Chair is going to start to help him a
I'll
lot.
do. I think you got this. I'll do a power.
Unopposed. One for you.
So,
This game could get very interesting if Robert can find the Great Kraken.
and
If Balon can get stealth, he can start whittling away at her board pretty easily if he can get initiative and go first. And get rid of Gregor next turn.
You don't need money, do you?
No, not that I know of.
I think Robert, see, he only has 1 card in his hand.
Should do this.
If he's got another summons, looks like we can see his plot deck here. He's playing double calling the banners, maybe? I'm not sure why somebody would do that. Yeah, I believe it is double calling the banners. I would have liked to see him play either another summons or like a
go
building
first.
orders type plot here, so he can look for the stealth that will allow Balon to get unopposed challenges and let the Sea Stone Chair do some work.
And draw 2. Get another.
See, he's going to choose to go first, which I actually think is a mistake here, because this gives Kelly the chance to defend Balon's military challenge with Gregor and refuses his use of the Sea Stone Chair
Limited.
by not giving him the unopposed.
Rating long.
Okay, that's interesting. So now he has the rating long chip. That is going to put a lot of pressure on Kelly to over-defend.
Seal the
And a seal of the hand on Balon. So now he can use Balon twice. So this is very interesting.
5, 6, 7. I win. Please don't kill him. Thanks. And I'm gonna
So Kelly, if she wants to win the military challenge, she is going to have to defend with both Gregor and Tywin, which I think she has no choice but to do
Okay.
if she wants to be a little bit safe. Otherwise, the Seastone chair is just going to do bad things to her. And it will not feel good.
Military.
She should defend with both Gregor and Tywin.
But you can increase them by 1.
2.
You can increase by 2. Alright. I'm bear in the main fair now.
Okay.
Kelly opts to do a bear in the maiden fair now. I'm not sure why or what that's getting her. Maybe she's seeing if it's worth defending to try to save
Viewers at
Gregor.
home,
If she knows she can get a Balon dupe
I'm sorry, entry.
with Gregor, then maybe she's more apt to save him.
Okay, so this is the top. Oh wait, sorry.
Stand on. You got it.
I'm gonna give you this on top.
Interesting
Most
to
of it
note
is
here,
right about
guys.
that.
Greyjoy Fealty is
Might be
very
fine.
comfortable with the
Screw
low
myself over.
character count
Don't
on
know
board
Greyjoy
because
real
of this
well.
combo
We'll see.
of
All
Balon.
right, and I'll defend with
One
him.
turn.
Okay.
3.
Bouncing with reading long shit.
Oh no, yeah.
I know
Huge
that
mistake there by
Oh, sorry.
Kelly.
What does that
She
do?
thought she could win the
On the first
challenge.
player, I can bounce
by
somebody
just
up, or they
defending
don't
with
count their
Gregor.
strength for the
Oh,
challenge.
Jesus
She did
Christ.
not remember that the rating ship
Ow.
was there.
I'm retarded. Do you win?
So,
Yeah.
so
Is
he
now
yes?
Balon gets the
Or is he
unopposed,
just out?
Now he's just out.
and
Oh
she
my God.
uses the elusive
So,
Gregor.
Unopposed.
Loses
Um,
the use, excuse me.
For claim,
Fuck.
I'm gonna kill him.
No.
Huge mistake.
And
Simple mistakes like that can really change the outcome of a game.
He better not watch this game later.
Yes, Kelly, I am watching this game, and you just made a very big mistake.
What?
I just picked Greyjoy.
Oh, I'm stupid.
What did you say? Oh, no.
well, I could have pumped. So I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do targeted kill. Is the only thing.
And that stupid.
That is upsetting.
Yeah, I believe Kelly had this game won until that match or that mistake. If she could have survived this turn,
Yeah,
and
okay.
now Robert is in a fantastic spot.
I'll do a power of 1.
It looks like Robert is forgetting to stand Balon,
I'll oppose that. Oh, wait, you can still buff him by 2?
By 2, yeah.
unless he's trying to set a trap for her later.
Still try and stop.
I think he should have stood Balon here and attacked with Balon to guarantee the renown power and just get that little incremental boost.
Unopposed.
Yeah, maybe he's setting a trap, but I think he just forgot that he could stand
You
Balon.
got this, man. I told you, but if I don't win fast, he's gonna be gone.
Robert sitting
There
at
he is.
9 power,
Gone.
Kelly with 4.
No challenge.
Okay.
She has to play very careful. I mean, obviously this challenge phase, she doesn't really have that much of a threat of losing any challenges.
Well, I'll
Stand.
lose. I'll lose everything instead.
Defend.
For how much?
Currently 5. So you can pump him to 9.
He's at 7 strength.
Oh, that's 7 strength. Yeah. So I will. I'll pump Balon. So
Okay.
7.
So I'm gonna do that then. So that I'm winning.
Yep.
Wait, he's at
7.
7?
7 total. Yeah.
And he's at 7.
Yes.
Can you pump him
No.
more? Oh, then
I'm just trying to stop a. Yeah.
okay.
Very
Then
confusing
I'll just
sequence there.
Win it regular style.
Lots of takebacks.
Okay.
Robert
I don't have it.
or buffed
You don't have enough money.
Balon for some reason. I'm not sure what he was trying to prevent.
Power.
Opposed.
A little bit of sloppy play.
Intrigue.
Opposed.
Kelly taking the insight card
you have
without
cards in hand?
declaring it.
Nope.
Okay. And I have 1 for Dom. You have 2, so I think you win now.
Exactly where this was because my
So
wife and
mad.
daughter had walked over.
Doesn't matter if I
So,
win, you know what I
pretty
mean?
devastating
Always
turn
win.
there for Kelly, unfortunately. With the mistake losing Gregor when she didn't have to.
People will be watching this and be like, what a
Oh
rude.
no, he's
She
Robert's in a great spot with Balon in the raiding ship, and Kelli only having one intrigue, or excuse me, one military icon on board.
I don't know what I do.
Well, I own it.
My BFF said that.
Well, actually, my
He
wife.
lost to Greyjoy like 6 times yesterday. He said the same thing.
Yeah, no, he probably just looked weird because he can't.
I want
see
Kelli to
very
throw a
well.
high initiative plot here so that she can go first.
Like, what is going on?
Say power.
One of the people in the store is kind enough
To my hand?
to protect somebody out of
At the start of the
Robert
challenge.
with first snow.
Do dupes go, or do they get discarded?
Not sure if I like that
I
play here,
think
depending
Joseph
on what's in
discarded.
his hand. If he even has a hand.
For Snow Winter,
Because that's going to leave a naked Balon if he doesn't top deck a character.
Alright. I don't know if I want to.
For 5 years.
So he has to cross his fingers here and hope that he can top deck a character.
So we were just thinking over here, we were looking to get
and you name Power?
Yeah.
And Kelli, like, bizarrely choosing a power for her calm plot, knowing that she's going to lose a Marge dupe and the Insight guy back to Pycelle back to her hand. Unless she has something major in her hand, like the ambush guys, I don't understand why she wouldn't choose military for her
So,
calm.
this guy, reduce that, and then reduce, and pay 4. No, but yeah.
Completely useless move to play that
Still
reducer,
get bounced, but it's fine. Alright,
because it's going to be a net 0. He's going to come back to her hand. But she does get Knight of Flowers out, which is good. She will have a decent board presence after first snow goes off.
See, I was gonna pillage that, and I was gonna kill that one. And then you haven't even.
Looks like Robert's going to hurt himself with his own first snow here.
Yeah. Wasting my bear.
I hope he has a
Alright,
Risen in his hand. Otherwise, Balon is going bye-bye. Unless he somehow thinks he can close, which I don't see how with 9 power. He can use Balon twice, but I still don't think that'll be enough to get to 15. So, I think that plot choice was a bit of a mistake for Robert.
Yes, 5.
Okay.
You're more likely accurate.
So these bounce.
He comes back, and I'll do that.
Okay.
If you do dragon,
I think Robert realizes now his mistake.
Alright, so your challenge is right?
Mm-hmm. Military.
Now let's see if Kelli makes the same
So
mistake.
when you do that, after I declare defenders,
Kelly's going to have to defend with both.
one guy,
Choose a defending character without attachments. That character does not contribute.
And
to
actually,
this challenge.
it won't even matter.
in that case,
Because if she defends with both,
guess I'll.
he can pump Balon with the Scout, which will make Knight of Flowers count 0.
I'll oppose.
And then he can raiding ship Tywin to make him count as nothing. So Kelli should let this go unopposed. Because it's going to be unopposed anyways.
they need
him, and I'm gonna.
That's right. I forgot that she could buff somebody with Marjorie as well. So
You're gonna have a top 5 fails.
she
video?
ambushes in the Hound, which still I don't think matters because he can buff Balon by 2.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do like lunch or anything.
He can buff Balon by 2. It would force Kelli to Marjorie on the Hound.
Longship the Hound.
But so
building games now.
I'll fluff it then.
okay. So
Cool.
So I win it.
Yep.
What was that?
I don't
military?
understand why Robert isn't
I don't even
buffing.
remember.
Yep. And the Hound goes back to your hand, I think.
So if Robert had buffed Balon by 2, he would have won this challenge unopposed, even with the Marjorie buff. Oh no, I guess not, because Knight of Flowers goes up to 8. Okay.
Random, right? Yeah, I'll take it. If I could choose. I would
Okay,
discard
so
it.
everything's good
Little
there.
guy.
Kelli did the right thing
To save the money. Alright, so.
by waiting to use Marjorie until
One
after
challenge.
Robert chose targets on the scouting vessel so she could make sure that it was not an unopposed challenge.
How many cards are in your hand? How many
3.
Risens by the
And
sea?
now we
you're-
find out if Robert has a Risen from the Sea, because Kelli will absolutely do a military challenge here.
I don't like it. Still over there.
you have a chance to get rid of a Balon against a Greyjoy player, you have to take it. Even if he has a Risen, it doesn't matter. Either way, you're getting it out of his hand. So it's the same thing as doing an intrigue challenge. All right, Kelly makes the right decision.
Please don't have it.
Stand, block for
Oh,
5.
right. You can stand it.
But, I mean,
Doesn't really matter either way.
you're still going to win it. Because you
Yeah,
got
but
the...
you're gonna Risen him.
Nope.
You don't?
Oh, no.
I had to.
Balon eats it. No Risens for Robert.
Alright, cool. Alright.
And the pain of that
I mean,
first
not-
snow is being felt acutely.
Alright.
And I get
You
Dom.
get Dom, yeah.
Interesting, Kelly
You know what?
seemed to
Later.
be confused about what could be in his hand, when really she should have known what 2 of the 3 cards were because they were the first snow cards that got returned back to his hand. So she really only had to dodge 1 bullet there.
Yeah, but take a look at my dead pile. Balon, Asha, and you're on.
That's right, Robert.
I mean...
You are in a shitty position. Excuse my language.
And then win Dom
He's
somehow.
at the bottom of the deck.
Oh, is he?
That too.
So in my opinion, this game's over already. We're just playing technicalities here.
Oh, I read all the books. I haven't ever watched it.
With Balon, Euron, and Asha dead,
First.
You lost?
there's really not much left in a Greyjoy Fealty deck for Robert to even contemplate staging any sort of a comeback.
Top deck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not with Tywin and Knight of Flowers on board.
It looks really cute. I like it a lot.
So we saw some interesting swings in this game. A mistake by Kelly to cost her losing the mountain early, which should have given Robert the game. And he was in full control until a misplay by throwing first snow against his own already weakened board state. If he had thrown any other plot there, I think he has this game fully in control right now. And instead, he's about to lose.
Slongers will get there.
They're still going.
So in a way, I'm pretty grateful that happened because it allowed me to demonstrate how a couple of simple mistakes and not thinking things through can literally cost you an entire game.
Yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know because I didn't know whether you.
We saw that happen back and forth 2 times in this game. Once for Kelly and once for Robert.
Actually, you know what? You got it.
You good?
No, you got it. There's no way I can win.
Robert sees the writing on the wall and opts to concede as a gentleman to end the game now.
You
and not
get
force
2
her to put it out.
unopposed, and renown, and Dom, and whatever.
Good game, guys. A little bit
Yeah,
sloppy,
you don't get to use Jamie.
but ultimately,
Put the sword on that fish longer.
we will see you next time on AMC.